We're going to try to sneak this Reddit Weekly from last weekend. Because a new one hasn't posted yet. So we're going to give this a try. We'll see if we can... Hopefully it doesn't post in the next couple hours. We can get it in there, but... we shall see. Hopefully everybody's doing well out there. I'm ready to go. Let's make sure. Alright, the code's good. Tracker's good. Yeah, so I wasn't lying. I am ready to go. So let's kick it off here. 3, 2, 1, go. Green pendant parrot. Okay, that's fine. We'll mark that down in a second. Ooh, that's fun. That's fun to get. Love an early fire rod. Alright, let's do this. The key. Alright, so the key to Hyrule Castle Basement we have, so the map is the only thing we need to determine that there are items the rest of the way. It's fine, we'll go to the castle probably soon. We have a whole village of Kakariko Village to explore. We's gonna do that. Not super interested in that bush crab prize. 20 bucks. Not super interested in that either. Will, however, grab that. Because why not? So no money for bombs, no bombs. Not much we can do in the village. Still the hearts. Interesting. Interesting. Take a chance. See if something's here. Nope. Alright. So on the off chance that there are no bombs, we're gonna farm some bombs over here. We'll come back for one more set. 8 bombs ought to be enough. Eight bombs ought to be enough for now. Watch this first check the bombs. Oh, it's a moon pearl though. And there's money for bombs. Could have saved us a little bit of time, maybe. Red cane on a flute. Okay, so red cane, flute, and pearl. Pretty good stuff in the well. Don't need those bombs for here as well. Alright, so there were no bombs in there. So we'll have to check these four. If there's no bombs here, I made the right call. Alright, there were bombs there. And I would have come here first, so potentially didn't save any time. What love? 2/3 of the way to Dark World access already. We got a 20% refund on our purchase from the bottle merchant. Alright, so with the flute we can go a bunch of places. We can get around the world pretty easily. No bottle yet though. No chickens were harmed in the blowing up of that wall. Ah, sword. Very good. So when we do get to the Dark World, we'll be able to, you know, do some stuff. I support that. Alright, so let's check down here before we flew away. Okay, not worried about that. Not gonna YOLO it. Not for 10 arrows, not worth it. Alright. Should head back of escape relatively soon, too. It's a pretty easy set of 3 checks to get. What's the sunken item today? Ooh, the other run. Might as well grab it. Who knows if TR is required? Yeah, we'll grab that 20. Mail, that's good. More money, that's Zora. A lamp. Okay, now we're cooking a little bit here. That puts everything in the castle in logic except Aga. We could fake Flipper potentially too. I don't know that I want to. There's too much to check right now that I don't really want to fake flipper at this point. Question is, where do we go? You know what? Let's fake flipper. Why not? We have the money. Zora's in logic and it knocks everything out in one fell swoop here. Alright, so the island is crap. We're not going to worry about that piece of cartilage. Got it. Okay. You know, in my head, I was like, oh, I can flute from that spot, the shallow spot right outside the hobo, but not when you fake flipper. That's fine. It's probably the same amount of time or even less, depending on how long it would have taken me to get the fake flipper. Don't get hit, don't get hit. You. And now we can go back in. Avoid the land here. Okay, hook shot. At this point, please have the flippers. Please be vanilla flippers, Mr. Zora. That would be awesome. Because it is possible. Oh, it's blue. So we will have to come back up here for that boomerang. That's, I mean, not boomerang, hook shot. Alright, let's do back of escape now. And then we have, although with the key and the lamp, we can do Dark Cross too. So maybe we do that, we can get 4 checks out of the way. There's our flippers that put everything we just did in logic. And there's the map, which means that there is an item guaranteed in Dark Cross and the rest of Escape. I'm lucky he was there. Could have been anywhere. Just a 20 ruby. Okay, so where do we go? It's probably dumb without the hook shot, but this is what I picked, so we're gonna do it. Actually, with flippers now, we can get the hook shot. That was really dumb. Alright. That was super dumb. Let's rescue the old man, then we'll go get that hook shot. Can't believe I made that mistake. That doesn't bode well for the rest of the scene now, does it? Oh, it puts everything in logic, including the hook shot that we, kind of need. It would absolutely, definitely help us explore Death Mountain. At least that didn't take too long to get back to it, I guess. Ay, ay, ay. Not smart. Yeah, so this opens up the rest of Eastside Death Mountain. Nothing else, really, but makes more sense to get it now. We can get one check and information on a second up at the top of Spec Rock, avoiding the falling rocks, cabbages, or whatever you want to call them. So just a 10 bomb pack there, that's fine. We're not going to worry about that. And a piece of heart, we're not going to worry about that. All right, let's explore the east side. Over here, we can jump all the way down with the strongest ankles known to man, or elf, or whatever. Gonna get me today, Dead Rocks. We're full on arrows, so we don't need that. Okay, that's Aga Tower. Mirror, okay. It gets us into Hera. I don't want to commit to Aga Tower just yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do Hera, come back for Spiral. What's the best way to go over? I think I flute and climb the other side, right? Let's get that green pendant. We can turn that in and go check out Eastern area. If this wasn't green pendant, I don't know that I would do it, but given that I haven't gone to Eastern yet, I think it makes sense. So Skullwoods pendant and Pod pendant, Swamp and TR are 5/6. Of course, we get early Fire Rod, and Skullwoods is a pendant. Because why wouldn't it be? Well, we do need that ice rod, so getting the rods early, not a bad thing. One item. So the big key is downstairs. Alright, I messed something up. Not sure what, but... Okay, messed that up too. Nice. The only good thing is we do have the mirror. So at least we can get out of the basement quickly. Okay, let's see here. Let's try it here. Looks good. Alright, was our second item. Not useful, but... it's fine, I guess. Oh, I can't get over to Spiral Cave from here. I should have done it when I was over there. That was an error on my part. The more I think about it, Aga might be the play. We have Hookshot, we have Flippers, we can get over to the west side, Village Broadcast side. But I might as well at least check out Green Pendant and Saha's Closet and basement of Hyrule Castle before we do that, but I think I am going to just go. Sunrise, small magic. Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Not required, but I'm not upset about that. Book potentially opens up desert. In case you can't tell, I really don't want to do Aga Tower, but I will do it. As long as there's not a key on the torch, we can beat this stuff. Enchanted Sign. Maybe we can beat it now anyways. We just might be locked out of the right side potentially. Which we are. That's fine. At least we'll get a crystal. Potentially 2 items. Boots locked in desert. And I'll feel a little better knowing we got a crystal before we made any kind of aggregate. Thank you for the bombs. Kinda needed those. A little too early on that last one. That's fine. Alright, so 1 item. 1 item. There. So that makes it worth coming over here. We got a crystal. And there's a chance we might not have to come back. Glove or a hammer, that's what we need, that's what we're looking for. It gets us full-fledged Dark World access. Survey says... bombs. Alright, so our options right now are Castle, Eastern, and Spiral Cave. I'm gonna check the castle and then I'm gonna make the Aga play. I've put it off too long. Alright, let's see what the castle has in store for us here. Another sword? Alright, I don't hate that. Alright. Well... what are we gonna do? Excuse me. One quick fire rod shot to get rid of Fallen Chain Guard. Yeah, I think then it's just Aga play and call it. So that ain't nothing. And that sword opens up Ether Tablet too, but I don't want to do another mountain climb if I don't have to, and I don't think I have to. Enter Agatower just shy of 30 minutes. Oh boy. I aggro that guy. That's fine. Alright, that. I'm not sure if that was actually faster grabbing that extra pot, but it is what it is. See ya. Should have waited the 10 seconds. You get to right here, and then taking a drink. Alright, it's like 2.5 minutes, bootless, Master Sword. To get to the fight, anyways. Obviously, the fight can depend on how many blue balls there are. There it is. That was not smart. Not gonna do pod. It's easy enough to get back to. do Catfish. Then we'll make our way over to Village of Outcasts. That direction. We can technically beat Swamp. As long as you're not worried about, you know, having the hammer. I mean, we know the hammer can only be in one spot in Swamp. Probably do that. Okay. It's fine. Not gonna say no to an armor upgrade. Now we have the strongest in the game. Now we take this, hook across, and now we can go to the Village of Outcasts. You might go to Skullwoods first. I think we might go to Skullwoods first. Just knock everything out. Gross. Wait, do I have to go this way? That's right. Check out Bumper Cave, because we have the cave. We can get this item. We don't need this item. Absolutely not. So hopefully we can just get both items in the front here. And just pop on down to Thieves Town, which will be our second crystal dungeon. Although it's not looking like... Aha! There's a bow. Oh. So both items were in the front. Let's get out of here. So what do we still need? Medallions of some kind. The hammer. I think that might be it. The hammer and medallions. on mitts. Hammer, mitts, and whatever medallions we need. That's it. Surprisingly short list. Alright, let's go do this. Without the hammer, we could potentially... Oh, well, never mind. So, it's looking... Unless the mitts are in Eastern, it's looking like Aga was required. So now we can full clear this dungeon. That puts Swamp in full logic. That puts Pod, Pendant Pod in full logic. Eastern we can do... Yeah, so it's mitts and whatever medallions we need for TR and Fire. So potentially 2 from Go. If the medallion requirement is the same. Hearts too, that's pretty good. So hammer in the first check of thieves. Always fun when hammers. Yeah, so mitts and medallions. That's where we are, 42 minutes in. Just to make the return trip that much easier. That is our third item. See, look how easy this return trip was with no enemies. Outside of those bats, I guess, but... Meh. Meh, meh, meh. Small. So maybe it's a good thing we got that hammer here. Find out. That didn't matter. Did not matter. It was junk anyways in there. not above cheesing it. Alright, what's the last item here? Bombs, fine. Alright, so we can't do Smith chain stuff, but we can take that route and go down to Swamp. So let's do that. If we find the mitts first, I need to check the medallion requirements, so we'll go to Meyer and then go up to TR. Just so we know what we're up against. I don't care about bombs. Do. Okay. Excuse me. It's a hype cave, and then we can check the ether tab. Oh, not the ether tab, but the Bombos tablet. And then we can go into Swamp. Come on, there we go. First bottle, okay. Let's just avoid those stupid things entirely. Mostly those green ones. Drop bombs. Those are not fun. Where's that? So French vanilla, there's a medallion on the Bombos medallion. Quake was on Bombos medallion. So definitely possible that we're mitts from go now. We'll have to check once we actually get mitts. I'm more tired than I thought I would be. What, Schmoop? What's that?
I had dance, and I was like, oh, well, I wanted to leave. I'm gonna go to dance.
Mm-hmm. Who's bringing you? Work. What do you think of? aim. We don't like this.
Shoot.
Quick shot on my way over. Shoot. Oh. About to glitch my way through. I'm gonna save the key to open that door. Nice. Can't wait to see it. And she left before she saw the glitch. Oh well. Alright, let's see what we got here. Fuck that. It's one item. Let's just do it. Okay. Take a sword. Two items left. If there's still two items, I have to do the left side. If there's one, I think I'm gonna skip it. I should have grabbed that key. We'll just have to dive her down if we have to go left side. Got it. Item. All right, let's skip it. Okay, so there's one item left side. We'll leave it. Alright, so quickly turn in that bottle and then we can go over to Pod Easter. I have a feeling mitts are in Pod. At this point, I hope they're not sitting in Spiral Cave. That would feel really bad. But after Pod Eastern, if we don't have them, that's the place we have to go. So we can finish. We have Hookshot, yeah, Spike Cave, and Ether Tablet, and Spiral Cave. We can do. Alright, we're gonna do Eastern first, though. Mostly because it is a crystal dungeon. Okay, I guess that was dumb. Let's do what I said I was going to do here. Alright, this will be crystal 4. Right, so then we need mitts for the remaining 3 ice, Mire, and Tiara. So potential mitts Goma. That's kind of wild. Okay. Right. That's our first item. That's our second item. Let's take a chance. Let's live dangerously. Going against my completionist nature. Rat. So what we said? What time? We need to leave in like 20 minutes? Okay. Okay. Thanks. Well, there's no way I'm finishing this in 20 minutes, so... We'll have to cut it short. Finish it later. The world. It is. Alright, so we're leaving like 20 minutes? Cool beans. Pretty hot. Good to know. Alright. Flop all the way back. The one place I didn't want to check. What's probably not nuts. Not even close. Okay. Well, we're here. Let's check pod. Oh, locked. I can probably get through most of pod. Oh, all of pod, most likely. Before I have to skedaddle. If I find the bits, I'm out of here. Ugh, gross. That's so bad. Those are probably both small keys down there. Look at that, we're already replenished on arrows.
Damn.
What's up? Up there. Alright, and I can... Okay. Trying to think of the best way to do this. Oh, perfect. Boots, okay. That opens up a couple of spots too. Ooh, that was close. Mushroom also opens up some stuff. Well, there is an item on boss. Oh, that's okay. Well, we might as well do it since we're here. So I can open up this door. I won't even need to go down below because I saved the key. I saved 2 keys, and I'm leaving 2 keys behind. I didn't use the key to get to the big key chest, and I didn't use the key to get to the dark maze. And those are the small keys that are down below. Which means that there should be an item on the boss, provided I've calculated everything correctly. Alright, so we leave here, do mushroom turn in, we check bunker. I have boots. Not that I've had a ton of places to use them, but Need to remember that. We can check Bonk Rocks and King's Tomb. And then Death Mountain. Let's see, we left an item in. There's an item in Desert we can get now. There's an item in Swamp that we left. There's a couple of things on Death Mountain. Alright, let's see if this was worth. We can also check the head, but I really don't want to do that. And if we go to check that, we might as well beat Skull Goods and check it, because that's the last pendant. Let's go turn in that mushroom. And then we can save quit and go to save. Actually, it might be quicker to just run it. Swim it, whatever it is it. Oh, I can't get to, damn it. Wasn't thinking. Let's do Death Mountain stuff. Is this the answer? No, but it's not a bad thing. Never checked what was on the floating island, but without mitts, it's not really a ton of points to do it. Alright, Spike Cave, are you the answer? Nope. It wasn't on Death Mountain. So we have a couple minutes left. Let's go. Yeah. Couldn't get this earlier. Now that we have the boots, that'd be kind of funny. Boots in Pendant Pod leads to this item in here. And having it be mitts. It's not here. We have King's Tomb, the last item on left side swamp, or Ped. That wasn't it. Let's go. Let's check it. Because then we just go right to Skull Woods. Because it is possible. There it is. Okay. We didn't waste too much time, I guess. I'm gonna have to, I think I gotta call it here. So let's pause and pause. Save state. All right, so we know we have to do Skull Woods, which leads to mitts, which means then we can check everything that's going on with medallions. But that'll be another time, maybe later tonight. Maybe we'll finish it. But for now, that's it. I'm out of here. I got some other IRL things to do. Thanks for hanging out, and I will talk to you all later.